everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just want to let you know, if you hear Christmas music in the back, please excuse it. It is that time of the year. Christmas is my favorite holiday, just because gift giving, the lights, the decorations, everything is very joyous. So I'm already excited and very much into Christmas spirit again. Number two, please excuse the hair. If you're wondering, I did not dye it, I did not put extensions, it is a wig. I used to be very much into wigs, then I got into a phase where I was very much into doing my own hair, and then eventually got a bob. And then now, because I'm lazy to do my hair, and I don't want to have to wash it right now, I'm going to do so later, that I just threw on a wig. And if I'm playing with it, I apologize. It's a lot of hair and it's getting me very hot. But back to our regular scheduled program. It is that time of the year again for time of the month again. BOXYCHARM. So it is November's BOXYCHARM. Just to give you a brief summary what BOXYCHARM is, it is a monthly box beauty subscription. For $21, you receive 4 to 5 full-size products. So I believe this is one of the best deals. I used to have the other one, the glam bag, and I know I did a few videos on that early on in my channel, but I had switched to this because it just felt the value was so much better. So what you do, you go to BOXYCHARM.com, you subscribe, you're most likely to get waitlisted, but I would say within a month or so, you might actually be subscribed and get your first box. So this is their November box. They obviously do send it to you monthly. And I am going to, this video is going to be more of a review, first impressions, and swatches video. And I say review / first impressions because I feel like I can't do a full review because I haven't been using the products for the longest, but kind of my first impression. I did use the products yesterday, so I'm going to speak on what I felt about the products when I first used them yesterday. And then today, because I actually used a lot of the products today as well. So BOXYCHARM's theme this month, they do have a monthly theme. And let me just grab the little card thing that it comes with. It is sweater weather. Ha, great rhyming. So I think this is very appropriate because now it's November and it is kind of sweater weather. And I obviously have a sweater on now. And I've been very much into like big oversized sweaters. Fashion Nova has a lot of great sweaters as well, in case you're wondering where this is from. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing, I'm just gonna go down the list here, just so that it is in order. I believe that there were no variations for this month's box. So I'm like really itchy under this wig. There was no variations for this box, from what I understand. So everything that I am going to talk about right now, you must have received. And yeah. So the first thing is a Luxie Beauty Quad Eye Travel Set. So this is actually, let me bring this up. So this little box hosts 4 little eyeshadow brushes that are for travel. So I am going to take them out now. And as you can see, mine all have shadows because I used them yesterday and today as well. And they look like this. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about these brushes. So basically there are 4 brushes. One is a blending brush, one is a angled brush, one is a round eyeshadow brush, and then one is a flat definer brush. So the way travel brushes usually work is that they tend to have very small handles, so the handles are a lot shorter, but not necessarily the brush itself, where the hairs are. For some, this might be a con because it might not be easy to handle, but what's great about travel brushes is that they're smaller. So you get to fit them easily when you're traveling. I never buy travel brushes to travel. I always bring my full-size brushes, and that's just the way I am. But it doesn't mean that I would not take these. So these brushes are very, very soft. I still think they're very easy to handle. Think of them almost as like eyeliner when you're applying eyeliner. It may be awkward at first to use these brushes for application, and that might be because you're just more used to holding a full-size brush. And I believe that this was a collaboration between Luxie and BOXYCHARM to come out with this, and I just absolutely love it because it's also pink, so it just kind of like coincides with the how do I call it? Oh, with the theme, because sweater weather, right? And it's kind of pink and all that. And so far I really enjoy the brushes. They do a great job blending. I really enjoy the angle brush more than anything, just because I think this can really get into the crease. And the blending brush is, you know, okay. It's not the best blending brush, but it's pretty good. And I really like flat definer brushes, and the eyeshadow brush is good. The only thing is a blending brush where I don't believe it's as good quality as everything else I might own. So that was a value of $32. So that's, I think, really good. Actually, I don't think that's a really good price. Let me take that back. $32 for travel brushes, I think is a bit pricey. But again, you get 4, which might not be that bad, and depending on, I've never heard of the Luxie brand. So I guess if the brand is a really good brand, I could see it being worth $32, but I've never heard of Luxie, nor do I think travel brushes as small as that are worth $32. So price is for me. Moving on, we are going to the Cover Fix, or Cover FX, right? Aluminum setting spray. So it comes in this nice box, and I feel like if you were to go to the store and buy this spray, it's gonna be like in the same box, which is phenomenal. So yeah, so it's a huge bottle, so I 100% think that this is absolutely wonderful. It's illuminating setting spray. So illuminating, I think it's very appropriate for the fall and the winter, just because as the weather gets colder, your skin usually gets drier. So this is supposed to not dry out your skin and be more glowy, so you still have that fresh, like soft, kind of dewy look, rather than looking like you've been dehydrated for centuries. So what I first like about this is that it actually, when you spray, it's like a light mist. And usually when I have setting sprays, when I spray, it's like, ooh, like I feel like I just got hit in the face. Of course, that's a bit of an exaggeration. It doesn't have any smell, and it's just a really light mist. So it's just like it's like, and secondly, I know people with oily skin might have some concerns about using illuminating setting spray. And I was at first, because I have oily skin, I'm like, I just got a full-size product that I won't be using because it's not compatible with my skin tone, and it just sucks. But I have to say that I used it yesterday and my face didn't get oily. So I think this is also great for oily skin, and I get pretty oily skin, and it wasn't really that bad. I feel like I've used like matted sprays, and that's actually gotten more oily than what this did to me. And this might be because it is a light mist, so I lightly mist my face versus drenching it. And a lot of times when you spray with other setting sprays, it feels like a drench, like afterwards your face feels wet, while it just feels mist with this. So I'm really happy that I got it. and I will be using it especially for the holidays when you want to have that glowy look, just like Christmas lights. And then this was $31. I think this is worth the price. This is a huge bottle, and I've never actually bought a bottle this big. I guess maybe like the MAC one I have, it might be this big, but I feel like this is heavier. I feel like this has more. But I don't know, I really enjoy this. So moving on, we actually got a palette for this box, and it is, let me show you. It is the Winkylux Kitten palette. So this is $25. It has 9 shades, and there's little cats in the front. How cute is that? Because it is kitten palette. Has chubby cats. And then this is the way it looks. So basically you have this pinky shade right here, which has more of a sheen to it. Then you have a matted shade, more of a vanilla bean, and then more of kind of like a honey beige skin tone matted shade. Then you have this iridescence, and although it just kind of, honestly, it looks a little mauve with blue undertones, like blue iridescence in it. And then there is this gray one. Then there is a gold shimmer, and those are, the gray and the gold are both shimmer. And then you have this kind of wine cranberry color that is also a little bit more sheen. And then a definitely more of a wine and plum color that is matte, and then a dark brown matte. So I think this is a very cute palette. And I kind of did my eyeshadow with this as well. That was kind of more consistent with their sweater weather theme and the pink and the mauves. And so far I really enjoy this palette. I think it's actually a really great palette. To me, it's very hard for a palette to disappoint. And this did not. And again, I'm not usually disappointed by palettes. And they actually all have names. So the pink one's Purr, the middle one is Duchess, Strut, Holograph, Graphic, 9 Lives, Cat Eye, Romeo, Cashier, and Boots. So I guess some of the eyeshadows were really named with a cat theme, which is really cute. And this is worth $25. So I think that is pretty good. Especially with the pan size. It may not have that much colors, it's only 9 shades, but the pan size are fairly large, and to me it is worth $25. Moving on to the next one is LAQ A CO. I don't really know how to pronounce that. And I think I left the lipstick somewhere else. I'll be right back. Oh, no, I didn't. It's right here. It's between my legs. I've never heard of this brand. So my biggest concern is this lipstick is $17, and I just never heard of this brand, which is a little confusing to me because I imagine $17 of lipstick for something like Tarte or MAC or Kat Von D. Something, a well-known brand. I've never heard of this brand. So this is called Cloud Lips, and this is a color, and when you open the bottle and you see the actual lipstick and the color of it, it's very, I don't know, it's very, to me, like, kind of misleading because you think it's going to be a lot darker, and then it's this color. So I would say it's a 2 shades lighter. So I have the swatch right here on my lips. I love the application. I love the applicator and the way you apply it, because with this way right here, you could really outline your lips and then fill it in when you turn it around. And I love that it's retractable. I think it has a very sleek and modern packaging. What I don't like, if you were to buy this in stores, it doesn't really show, this one's in Storm, it doesn't show the color. So it's just kind of like a rose gold bottle. And usually when you turn over a lipstick, at the bottom it usually has a sticker that shows you the color of it. So I don't know how it would work if you go and buy in store. I just feel like you'll be very confused or have to be dependent on the display of things, and who knows, like you could have a kid come and put Storm where Cherry is and Mauve near where Storm is, and then you end up buying the wrong lipstick. I think that's very like ugh. But I like the packaging itself. I just wish that, you know, just a little bit more customer friendly if I wanted to go buy out and me not be so worried of it, that it did have something on the packaging that signified the color rather than me also opening it, because I'm assuming that it'll be sealed when I try to go buy it in store. Yeah, is it long lasting? Not really. I wore it yesterday, and it is supposed to be matte, and it is matte. It has flawless application. Is it long lasting? I think that's a miss. But I love the way it applies, and I love the way it feels on the lips. Although it's matte, it's not drying. It's very smooth and buttery for being a matte lipstick. So I really appreciate that. And I think most people do. Again, that was $17. Okay, the last we're gonna get into the KNC Beauty Collagen Lip Mask. So I already had used one, and this says it's a jelly mask for your lips that hydrate, moisturize, and plump your pout. This was actually the most disappointing thing that I've ever received from BOXYCHARM, and I know it's not BOXYCHARM's fault, but when I had put this on, it was annoying to put on. It wouldn't stick, and you couldn't, like, obviously you really can't do anything. I thought maybe because it had a slit for where your lips were that you would be able at least to talk. It was very hard to talk, because if not, it would have slipped off. When you open the packaging, almost all this water comes out. So that was annoying. Yesterday I was like, oh, did I get it in my pants? I was like, really? So a lot of water on this. It does feel like jelly and it feels nice, but after taking it off, I didn't see any sort of difference on my lips. They weren't moisturized, they weren't plumped, and it left like almost like this beady residue, which is very weird because it's not an exfoliant. It's supposed to be just a mask. So this was very disappointing to me. And I was even thinking about, you know, getting some for before my wedding day. I am getting married next year, and then just making sure that my lips are treated right for my wedding day, and then I'm absolutely looking flawless in all ways possible. And now after trying it, I'm not going to be buying this. I'm going to be researching for something else. But again, I didn't feel like my lips were moisturized, and I know my lips weren't moisturized because when I went to go put on my lipstick, you could see like the dryness and the cracks of the lips and things like that, and I was hoping that this would have done the job, but it did not. So very disappointed with this. It is what it is. I'm still going to use it because I have it, but I don't think that it is useful or probably not nearly as good as something else could possibly be. So if you're interested in that product, I wouldn't waste your money on that. So moving on, and with that being said, was this BOXYCHARM a hit or a miss? It is a hit. This is my third BOXYCHARM, and every BOXYCHARM that I've had was a hit. There are always going to be probably like a product or two that you're not going to like, but don't feel that ruins the whole box, because it doesn't. Because when you think about it, if you have 5 products and only 2 out of the 5 are a little you still have 3 majority that you like. So to me, that's still a success. So yeah, comment below. I want to see your thoughts on this month's box, what you like, what you didn't like, what products are you thinking about buying, and then I want to know what you guys thought about that lip mask, because I'm like really disappointed. I thought it was like crap. That was really deep, but that's what I thought of it. It was just super disappointing. So I want to know what your thoughts on that mask are, or if you have a better lip treatment or a better lip mask, suggestion for me, please comment. I would love to hear your thoughts and really try out new products. But again, thank you so much for watching, guys. I truly appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and spread some love.